She was found crying on the street with crusty eyes and completely covered in fleas. She was anemic from the fleas, as well as cold and hungry. The kitten was about 3 weeks old and desperately needed a foster home. Paula came to the rescue and named her Grace. She came to my house around 10 p.m. I felt the dirt from the fleas as soon as I touched her and immediately took her to the bath. Grace was in a severe condition due to the flea infestation, so the first thing to do was to get her cleaned up. After a much-needed bath and treatment, the kitten was finally able to breathe with relief and comfortably rest in a cozy incubator, making up for lost sleep. She was so exhausted that she fell asleep before her head touched the pillow. Grace was fed around the clock every 3 hours. Her appetite increased with every meal, and her energy level improved. With her feeding at 7 a.m., she made it clear that she didn't need to be pampered and didn't need an incubator. The kitten perked up with newfound strength and sassiness and began craving attention and play. Paula placed her in a basket lined with soft blankets and a heating pad so that Grace could stay nearby during the workday. Then I realized that Grace was stronger than she seemed, Paula said. At the same time, Paula had a foster puppy named Ralphie from another rescue organization. The sweet puppy sniffed out the newcomer, hearing her squeaky meows with his big floppy ears. He was so curious to get to know Grace, and the feeling was mutual. Later that day, I let Grace out for a little walk, and Ralphie was right behind her, not getting too close. It was Grace who took the first step. She was still a bit wobbly on her feet, but she ran straight to him, as if he was one of her siblings she had been separated from. Ralphie, who was much larger in size, gently nudged the kitten with his nose and started grooming her face. Despite being young himself, Ralphie was incredibly gentle, patient, and caring towards his feline friend. The two buddies instantly hit it off, as if they had always been brother and sister. From that moment on, they were inseparable. I watched them closely, but he was so gentle. I had to remind Grace that puppies have sensitive noses. Ralphie seems to understand Grace and her needs, as he is a rescue who had a similar journey. An adorable bond has formed between them. They do everything together: play, snuggle, groom, and nap. Grace is still very small, but she makes up for her size with boldness. She will pounce on her friend to start a game, and bite his leg to show her prowess. Perhaps she thinks she's a bit of a dog herself. Ralphie is the happiest puppy when he's with Grace. The sweet boy tolerates the kitten's numerous antics and embraces her with all his heart.